going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Now, today we've got the Bangladesh versus Australia third T20. Oh boy, Bangladesh officially win the series 3-0. Historic series win for Bangladesh and the country of cricket. I mean, it is a historic win for Bangladesh. Did anyone see this coming? Probably not, to be honest. As an Australian, I can only take my hat off and say congratulations to Bangladesh, where we're outclassed, outplayed by a much better nation this series. Bangladesh have wanted to win more than us. They've wanted that series win so much more than we ever have shown. Australia, there's been none of that Australian fight at all this series. There's been none of that Australian grunt, that power. There's just nothing that resembles an Australian team there, which is the most disappointing thing for me. Bangladesh, of course, batted first, put up 127. I mean, Australia, we continue to bowl Bangladesh out, or we continue to restrict Bangladesh to anything under 130, but we can't seem to fucking go on and win the match. 130, anything under that is a score you should be chasing 99% of the time in a T20 match and go on and win that. Doesn't matter what pitch you're playing on, anything under 130 should be a score. Especially a team like Australia, we should be able to chase that. And that's the most disappointing thing, in my opinion. It's our bowlers have had a very respectable series, but our batsmen have just let us down countless times again. We get into the Bangladeshi lineup. Mohammad Naeem, one. Saka going for 2. So we get 2 early wickets and we think we could bowl them out for 90 here. Shakib Al Hasan had a great game, 26 off 17. Mahmudullah, the skipper, stood up when they needed him, 52 off 53. Afif Hussain, 19. Shamim Hossain, 3. Narul Hassan, 11. Hassan again. Mahedi Hassan, 6. Rahman, none off 1, and Shariful Islam not out for 0. Didn't face the ball. We get into the bowlers. Turner, none for 2 off 1. He bowled the first over, I think it was. It's good to see him back in bowling, though. Gives him another chance to make that World Cup squad. Hazelwood, 2 for 16 off 4. Zampa, 2 for 24 off 4. Ashton Agar, none for 23 off 4. Nathan Ellis made his debut. You guys know I've been talking about Nathan Ellis for a while. I've been seriously impressed in what he's done in the Big Bash League here in Australia for the Hobart Hurricanes. He's bowled incredible. He's also a very underrated batsman in T20. So he's a future all-rounder. He reminds me of a Pat Cummins, where he's going to be known as a pace bowler, but they can bat. They can absolutely bat. He took a hat-trick on debut. The first person to ever take a hat-trick on their T20 international debut. He joins 3 Australians to take a hat-trick in T20. Brett Lee, Nathan Ellis, and I think the other one was Ashton Agar, I believe. So, you know, he's in some decent company there. In a small little team there. Mitchell Marsh, none for 15 off 1. And DC, none for 9 off 2. Good to see him back in the side as well. Australia, we had to chase 128. Couldn't even fucking do that. Benny McDermott opened 35 off 41. Now, it was a real sensible innings, and that's what I wanted to see from Ben McDermott. I would rather see Ben McDermott make a 35 off 41 than a 2 off 1 or like a 5 off 2. You know, like just something wasting his innings. 35, you know, you can't be upset with that. He just didn't really get going, to be honest. He just didn't really get going. I mean, he hit 2 6s, but they were just off loose deliveries that everyone should be putting away. So, really didn't get going. The skipper, Matty Wade. I swear the players listened to my reviews. Because in yesterday's review, or the other review, the second review, I said, why is Matthew Wade batting at number 5? He needs to promote himself back into the opening pair. He did. He's listening to me. I love you, Wadey. And then he scored 1 off 5, so not great. But I still love you, Wadey, so you're okay, mate. Mitchell Marsh, 51 off 47. Again, another really solid knock from Marshy Boy. He has absolutely locked himself in a position for that T20 World Cup squad. Moses Henriques, I don't want to talk about it. Alex Carey not out for 20. Dan Christian not out for 7. So let's talk actually about Enriques. Everyone knows my feelings for Enriques. I love him. He's one of my favourite players. Everyone knows how me and Enriques, we're brothers. He doesn't know I exist, but we're still brothers in my eyes. You know, when he does well, I do well. When he doesn't do well, I'm in the deep, deep slumps of my mind. But look, you know, I tweeted out something saying the king has arrived at the crease, a big match-winning total coming in for Enriques, and then 2 deliveries later, he hit a horrible shot and got caught for 2. So, did I jinx him? Probably. Am I going to take credit for that? No, I'm not. It's not my fault. We'll get into the... Well, actually, you know what's disappointing? The fact that we had the full 20 overs, we only lost 4 fucking wickets and only got to 117. Like, we still had Turner to come, Agar. Like, why aren't the boys swinging at the ball? It just made little sense. We still had batting to come. In the last few overs, you have just got to go for it. I mean, we're trying to win a bloody match here and save a series, but look, you know, everything happens for a reason. Mahedi Hassan, none for 29 off 3. Nasoom Ahmed, 1 for 19 off 4. Shakib Al Hassan. It was a beautiful delivery. I think it got rid of Enriques, wasn't it? No, McDermott, that's right. Beautiful delivery. 1 for 22 off 4. Shariful Islam, 2 for 29 off 4. Bowled great. And Suma Sarkar, none for 9 off 1. So, hey, clap it up for Bangladesh. You know, everyone in Bangladesh should be extremely proud of their nation's efforts. You know, it's an incredible series win. I hope everyone in Bangladesh is happy with this. You should be. It's a historic series win for the team. As an Australian, I mean, look, we just look to build. We look to bounce back. Hopefully, we can win the next 2 T20s. But then again, I'm not looking hopeful at all because if we're going off recent form, we're not fucking winning anything, to be honest. I just can't wait for that T20 World Cup where we can put our best team in one area and hopefully try and get some wins and some momentum under the team's belt. Because it's been really tough watching us constantly lose against West Indies and Bangladesh, to be honest. As an Australian in cricket, I'm always accustomed to us, you know, going over and competing hard and probably winning these series against West Indies and Bangladesh. We're not getting it done. It's pretty disappointing. But hey, that is going to cap it off, guys. Shout out to Bangladesh. A great series win. I hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you guys in the next one.